Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rhiannon Edwards, a fantasy author, and today I have some really exciting news. So let's get into today's video. So firstly, I think I'm going to do a bit of a clue, and that involves getting changed. Okay, so you can't quite see the t-shirt that I'm wearing, so let me just stand up so you can have a little look. I'm going to a publishing conference. I'm going to the self-publishing live show in London in June, and I am so excited. So a little bit about what this is and why I'm going. So I actually found out about this one night when I just couldn't sleep. It was just on I think Facebook, and it popped up on probably like an ad, and I thought, oh, that looks interesting. Sort of had a little look and what was involved, and I thought, yeah, this looks really interesting. And then saw the price and thought, okay, yeah, I can do that if it's worth it. So what I did was I sort of shared it to a group of authors that I'm working with on Instagram. We're sort of doing the flash fiction every month in our newsletters, and we have the same prompt, and then we write our own short flash fictions for that prompt. And I know some of them are UK based, so I put it in there, and the long and short of it is there's about 4 or 5 of us going now, which is really cool because now I get to meet some of the people that I've been talking to online. And we get to go to this amazing self-publishing event. So in the event, there's going to be a lot of like key speakers, and a lot of the people I recognised and knew about, people that are quite big in the self-publishing world. Like for instance, Mark Dawson, Joanna Penn, all of that. And then there's some authors as well that are going to be speaking, and one author, so I think her name is Victoria Peckham. She, along with her sister, I think, wrote the Zodiac Academy books. I actually thought those books were traditionally published, and I've seen it everywhere on Instagram and TikTok. So when I saw that she was actually self-published, I was like, OMG. So it's just going to be amazing. I'm so excited. It's a 2-day conference, and it is targeted specifically at self-publishers, which I think is really good because this is such a big industry now, and there are loads of people being self-published or becoming self-publishers. You even have traditional authors that are getting back the rights of their book and then self-publishing them. So yes, of course you do get the people who tar the waters, as it were, by putting out really bad books, but mostly it's good books. Like the Zodiac Academy books, they're big, right? So it's an exciting time to be in. The world of publishing is changing, and self-publishing is becoming a really big part of the book industry. There are so many authors self-publishing, and there are so many authors who use editors and beaters and critique partners and get their books to a professional standard. And I think that's amazing. So obviously some people still want to be traditionally published, and that's fine. And some people try traditional, then go to self-publishing. There's a lot of different routes into it. But the fact that this conference is solely for self-publishers means that it really focuses on our needs and what we need to progress and make progress. So I think that's important because self-published authors and traditional authors, whilst there are some similarities in how we produce books, at the end of the day, like, our mindsets are different. So self-publishers, we are like entrepreneurs. We need to have a business mindset more than a traditional author does. Only because we do everything, and everything's up to us. The marketing, the publishing, all the choices, the formatting, the book cover, everything is down to us. I'm not saying that traditional authors don't do any of that. They still have to market their own books. But they do have a team of people there to support them, and they will have like the advice from those people that are in industry and know what they're doing. We don't have that. So a conference that is just solely based for self-publishers, I imagine, I haven't been, but I imagine it's going to be really helpful for us to know how to do all those things and get all the insights and the insider tips on the best strategies, because we don't have a team of people that have that knowledge when we're publishing, because it's just us. I think I'm making sense. But I will put up on the screen sort of what the website talks about. So this conference, so it's in June, it's on a Tuesday and a Wednesday, and it's in London, which means I am staying overnight in London for a couple of nights, which again is really exciting because, as you know, I've got 2 small young children, so, you know, having a couple of nights away is actually going to be really, really bliss. But it also means I just have a couple of days where I'm just solely focused on my books, and I'm just solely focused on, I'm going to try and get this t-shirt in a little bit more. Okay, I just moved the camera so you can see a little bit more of my t-shirt, like, ta-da! So I have a couple of days where I'm solely focused on like my writing career, and it's just going to be so exciting. So I'm going down on the Monday night. Well, I'm going to try and go down Monday afternoon because I am a country girl, okay? I live in the countryside and big cities do scare me. Not scare me, but I'm going down by myself. So I do not want to be hitting London during any sort of rush hour. So if I was going to go down on the Tuesday morning, I have to be there for 9 o'clock. Now my train gets into King's Cross and I have to take, I think it's like 2 different tubes to Waterloo, which is near where we're going. So I'd have to drive half an hour to get the train. It would take me over an hour on the train, and then 2 different tubes, and obviously all the walking and trying to navigate all that, and it being like rush hour. And I was just like, yeah, no, the thought of that is already sending me into a panic. So I'm going to go down the Monday afternoon. I'm going to try and get there before the rush hour in the evening, so I'm there and set up. And then my dad was like, oh, but you're just going to be there on your own? And I'd be like, yeah, no, that's not a problem, Dad. So I'll be taking my laptop and I can do some work in the hotel room. So looking forward to it. My mum was like, oh, well, you could have a takeaway in your room so you don't have to go out by yourself. And I was like, well, I probably would do that, but only so that I can sit in my room and carry on doing some writing. Like, if I've got a night to myself, a hotel room, I've not got to put a baby down or a toddler down to bed, I'm not going to have my son climbing in the bed in the middle of the night, I'm going to be by myself, why wouldn't I just sit in bed with like a pizza and my laptop? Oh, this sounds like bliss, guys. This sounds like bliss. And then I'll be meeting the others on Tuesday morning. We go to the conference. Tuesday night they have like a party. I think it's like a networking party. Well, it's an opportunity to network and meet other people, and that'll just be like fun. So we're going to the party as well in the evening. I think the party is like 7 till 10. So I'm pretty sure I can stay awake till 10, and then the next day I'll meet up with the others again, and we'll go to the conference, finishes at 4, and then I'll come back home. Although the trains are really expensive, so I'll probably stay in London, have my dinner, and then get a later train home. And then my mum said that she would come and pick me up because she's a darling. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm so looking forward to it. I have booked the conference tickets. I have booked the hotel for 2 nights. I just need to book my train ticket. I'm just deciding on the best trains because I have to get a train. I need to book my children into nursery on the Monday, so I'm just trying to organise that first before I book what sort of time train I can get down. Yes, so that's in June, the end of June. I'm so looking forward to it. Of course, I'm going to vlog that so you can see it if I remember to, because I think I'm just going to be so excited. But yeah, that's my big news. So this is why I decided to focus on my fantasy, because I want to go there knowing what my next big project is. Not that I'm going there with the intention to like market and whatever, But if I come across people like other authors or other people in the industry, I want to be able to explain what my project is and be really secure in it, so that, you know, if opportunities do arise, whatever those opportunities are, even if it is just making connections and making new author friends, I just want to be in a position where I can do that really confidently. So that's the main reason. A few weeks ago I spoke about it in a video saying that something good has come up, which is why I'm sort of tweaking my projects, and this is why, because I'm going to this publishing conference and I want to have a really good understanding of my next big project, which is this fantasy series. And I actually had a really good plotting session last night with Abby Fox, and I'm doing really well with the plotting. So hopefully by the time I go in June, I will have plotted out the whole series, have a really good overview, and hopefully started writing, because I actually miss just writing. But I've got so many things on in the background, like my editing, so I'm re-editing the Bloodline Alliance series. I'm also just doing the final formatting and uploading for my free prequel story coming out later this month. And obviously I am plotting for this series. There's a lot going on, but like no writing, and I miss the writing. So yeah, that is my big news. I'm going to the publishing show, ta-da, in London. I probably won't wear my t-shirt then. I just got it so that I had a t-shirt as like memorabilia to wear whenever I'm working, and I just want to feel a little bit more author-y. Ta-da! But I get to go to a conference. I'm just so excited, guys. This is like the best thing ever. Like, even if the conference isn't that good, and from what I hear it is good and there's a lot of good comments coming from it, but even if it isn't very good, I'm really excited to meet up with some authors that I've been talking to online and whose work I admire, and even just that aspect of it is going to be good, and going to a place where there's going to be other authors and people in the industry. That should be good, if nothing else, to get some insights and tips on how they've done things. That should be priceless, really. So even if the actual conference is like, you know, it will be a good experience, and if nothing else, guys, I get 2 nights away. Okay, so I've waffled on long enough, and this was just meant to be like a quick little video about that I'm going on a conference. So I will end it here, but I am really looking forward to it. But I'm really looking forward to it. So let me know down in the comments if you're going, or if you've heard of the conference. I'll leave the link down below for the website if you want to go and take a look yourselves. Obviously I've not gone yet, so I can't give you a review properly yet, and I'm not affiliated with it, but if you want to go and check it out, I'll leave the link down below so you can go and do that. So yeah, let me know down in the comments if you've heard of it or if you are going, and I will talk to you later. Bye guys.